Reborn. You are here super early. Oh, and thanks for all the likes already, guys. That's amazing. So, welcome back to our 4th Saturday Style. I can't believe this is the 4th one. It's almost a whole month of doing Saturday Styles with you guys. It's been so lovely. And if you look at the description below of this video, you'll be able to see all of the people that joined in last week. And I've given them a big shout out, especially, oh, hang on a second, let me just mute my laptop because I can hear myself on a delay. There we go. Okay, so if any of you are new to me here, then welcome. We are doing a Saturday Style. We do it every Saturday live at 5:30. And then we share our work in my Facebook group or on Instagram using the hashtag. You can find all the information in the description box below. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because then YouTube will let you know when the next live is going to come. But it will also tell you about the other tutorials that I'm doing. So last night on Instagram and Facebook, I put out a couple of questions. And I said, right, let's try and make up our own style. What should we do? How should it be? So the first question was, do we want buns or ponytails? And the winning one was ponytails. So we're going to have a style with ponytails. I asked, do you want one or do you want two? Hi, Nicola! Do we want one or do we want two? The majority wanted two, so we're going to do a style with 2 ponytails. Then I asked, do you want it to be with braids or with elastics? Braids won. And then I said, okay, so you want braids, do you want them to be Dutch or like simple or French or Dutch? It was for Dutch or French braids. So we're going to do a style today with Dutch braids into 2 ponytails. So let me show you what I'm going to do to begin with. Also, if you are new to doing French braids or Dutch braids, I've put a link in the bottom to my tutorial so you can see how you do them. So if you're brand new to them, maybe have a little look at those videos first and then you will know what you're doing. Okay, so I think I'm going to just turn this. Ah, cool. Thanks, Nicola. I'm pleased you think so. So I think you really want to see what I'm doing on the head rather than just looking at my face. So let me just turn her down a little bit more because I want you to see above her head what's going on. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So what I want to do is I want to do a diagonal part. So I have wetted her hair already. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to comb in the direction that I want the braids to go in. Because when you comb in that direction, it's much easier to get a parting. So I'm going to go across from like above her eyebrow. And I'm going to pull diagonally across. Like so. To get this parting. So now I've got the parting going diagonally down her head. So let me just, oh, I've done that so you can see now. I can't see what I'm doing myself now. Hang on a second. Right, let me put her head back up again because you're wonky, darling, and I can't see what I'm doing. So let's get you up again, looking fabulous. Because I think you can see. Let me know, you can see this, can't you? Because I'm looking in what I'm doing. Right, let's go again. Because all the hair flopped over. So I'm going to go from here. Yes. Ah, thanks, Nicola. Are you Nicola Andrews, the one that was my superstar this week and did the Saturday Style before anybody else? Or were you a different Nicola? Okay, so diagonal parting all the way down. Let me do that again. Okay. So I want to just take all of this side out of the way. So I'm just going to use a jumbo clip. Yes, you are. Oh, hello, Nicola. Well done, my little superstar. I was so impressed that you did that so quickly because I know lots of people, they'd gone off to go on Amazon ribbon. But you just kind of kept... Hello. Oh, hi, Carly. How are you? Your braids have been so good, Carly, this week. Your tutor's going to be so impressed with you on Tuesday. Okay, so you haven't missed much, Carly. We're just talking about all of the I forgot how hard it was on a training head, the normal. Yes, Nicola, you're right. It is trickier on a training head because you can't like make them just pop your head down for a bit. Oh, good. I'm pleased to hear it. Okay, so I've got the parting going diagonally. Now I'm going to do another one. And I want it to be probably about, I don't know, what's that, 1.5 centimetres? So I'm going to go parallel to the line that I've already done. So like if you imagine like a train track. So I want this line to go parallel to the line that I did to begin with. Okay. So now I've got 2 lines. They're running parallel with each other. So it's about 1.5 centimetres between both lines. Okay. So I can flop this bit over here now because I've got this clip here, so it won't get all in the middle. And now I'm just going to scoop this part over, keep that all out of the way. Now, if you haven't got these clips, you could just, oh, your kitten is watching. Hello, Dolly. If you don't have these clips, you can just use hair bobbles. Okay, so I'm just going to turn her around. So this is where, again, I said that if you haven't got, whoops, Daisy. If you're not too sure how to do your Dutch or French braids, then in the description box below, you will find a tutorial for doing them. Okay, but I'm going to show you now. Now, this is going to be, it's going to be a Dutch braid, but I'm going to do it as a lace Dutch braid. So when we do lace, we're only taking from one side. So I want my braid to sit over this parting line. So I'm going to hide that line, and I'm going to make the braid go over it like so. Does that make sense? Someone give me a thumbs up or say yes. Is that making sense? Because you know when you take from both sides, you end up seeing that parting line, don't you? I don't really want to see that parting line. I want to kind of hide it, make it sort of, yep. Thanks, Nicola. Thank you. Okay, so taking my little section at the front, I'm going to split it into 3 pieces. Okay. So it's just like a regular Dutch braid now. Oh, sounds lovely. I hope it's going to be lovely, Carly. Okay, so 3 pieces. Now I'm going to take this side. So for me, it's my right side, and I'm trying to work it out, but this is a side where I'm going to keep adding to. So this side, my right, I'm not sure if it's coming out as my right or your left, but anyway, my right is going to go under, and then my left piece is going to go under that centre strand. Okay, so that's my first stitch. Now what I want to do is I want to try and scoop all the way across this little rectangle of hair. So because I'm not going to be adding on both sides. So I want to take that whole section that's there, okay, and I'm going to be adding it to this piece that's on this side now. So I'm going to add them together. I'm going to take both of them together under the centre strand, and then take this piece under the centre strand. So I don't add to this side at all. Okay, and when I'm braiding, I'm trying to sort of braid so I sit it over that parting line. So I'm going to scoop up that whole section of hair there, combine it with the piece of hair that is on this side, and I'm going to take both those pieces under that centre strand. Okay, so I'm wondering, are you seeing this okay? Is it clear enough for you? I hope you can see it all right. So I'm going to take this piece now under the centre strand, and if you look at how I'm holding my hands, I'm braiding this way. I find it trickier to braid that way. I braid this way when I'm in a ponytail, but when I'm trying to get it close to the head, I braid sort of holding it and going under, and then I sort of, yes, we can see it. Oh, thanks, Nicola. I'm taking the hair in those fingers, then I can walk across to this one, and then I can reach under for this side. Okay, so I'm going to push it down a little bit. It's always hard, I always find it hard to get the beginning of a lace braid to go over that parting line, because obviously it's just tricky to get it to go over there. Okay, so I'm just going to be repeating these steps. And, oh, Kat, you made it live! Oh, amazing! Oh, I'm so pleased. The weather's not as great today, is it? So I did think that maybe more people might be at home. There's going to be less barbecues today, possibly. Okay. Need to try a lace braid. Oh, do you know what, Carly? I think lace braids, I love a 5-strand braid, but then I just love it as a lace braid. I just think it's so pretty when you cover that parting line. I just think, can you see how I'm kind of, you don't see the parting line, so it's not as harsh. And also, I think it's a lot better, obviously in the sunshine, if you don't have those parting lines, you're less likely to get little sunburnt lines. It's gorgeous up here, if a little chilly. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, obviously I'm just thinking about where we are here, but oh, well, thank you so much for not sunbathing in your garden. Thank you for coming to watch me. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this braid and keeping going. Now this one, I'm going to just stop in a moment. I don't want it to go too far down. Okay, so here is my first lace braid. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give it a little comb, because I don't know about you, but my ends get a little bit tatty as I'm sort of adding pieces. You get little lumps and bumps, so I'm just going to keep braiding all the way down. Okay, does anyone have any nice plans for Father's Day tomorrow? Anyone doing anything nice? My little boy this morning, he was up super duper early. Last night he'd made a plan of what he was going to do for my husband, and bless him, he's been so busy. He is so excited about giving him what he's made. So excited. Okay, keep braiding down. Oh, bless him. I know, he's such a darling. So sweet. He was like, oh, I need this and I need that. And so last night I was busy like looking at pictures on my phone and saving the image that he wanted, and I had to print it out with special paper for him, and he's like, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so I've braided pretty much to the ends. Okay, now you know what I normally do. I just tend to use a bobby pin because it's far easier and quicker, because this is not how it's going to be left, but this now, this is fine. We can just kind of move on from there now. Okay, so I'm going to unclip this hair, and this parting line here, I'm going to make another parting line parallel to it. I'm just going to spray with some water. So I don't really think you need to necessarily with mannequins, but I always do it with my daughter's hair. So I'm just going to do it exactly as I would do for her. I love the bobby pin hack. Oh, I know, it does work, doesn't it? And I think my ex will pick up my son. I will try to go to my mum. She'll hopefully make a roast. Oh, a roast dinner. Oh, do you know what? I've not had a roast dinner for ages. I think we've been so busy with football and just various things that roast dinners haven't actually happened lately. We had them nearly every Sunday during lockdown. Okay, I love a roast dinner. What's your favourite roast dinner? Carly. Okay, right. So I'm going to do my parting now. And I would normally do it like this with my daughter's hair, but because this is a mannequin's hair and she's got so much hair at the front, my daughter, like probably lots of your daughters, is very thin at the front. So I can just easily pull it all the way over, no problem. But with this, it's so thick, so I'm going to do it with the end. And I want to make my parallel line be the same width as this first one here. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to go all the way back like that. Okay. But this time I'm going to make this parting line go that little bit further, only a little bit further than the first one. I just want it a little bit longer, so I want to braid a little bit more on this next braid. And all will be revealed in a little while why I'm making it a little bit longer. Okay, so comb that all down. Clip it out of the way. In fact, I'm going to go from this side. Clip it all out. Okay. She makes her own Yorkshire puddings, and then at the side of bread. Yes! I make my own Yorkshire pudding. Oh, pork. I love pork. And oh, the best thing about pork is the crackling. Oh, I just love the crackling. And the applesauce. And yeah, I always make Yorkshire puddings, and I don't know how, but I think we must have a good recipe, because ours are always absolutely ginormous. Ginormous Yorkshire puddings, they love them. Nothing planned tomorrow because the parents are away. So being mummy, son's dad not involved. Favourite roast is beef. Oh, beef, yeah. With what's the sauce you have with mint? I love it. Horseradish sauce. Okay, so again, we're going to do. Oh, lamb is really. Where are you, Tammy? Right, so I'm going to take these 3 pieces. I'm just going to repeat what I've already done. So I'm going to do the lace braid, and I want to now cover this parting. Okay, so I'm braiding backwards, but kind of slightly pulling it to the side. Okay. Are you in the US? I said, lamb's really expensive. Is that, I mean, I've never been to America, but I mean, around here, you only have to go in the countryside and like drive around for a couple of minutes and you see sheep in fields. So do you not have, I mean, this might sound really silly, but do you not have many sheep in America? Or is it because, I know you have a lot of ranches with cattle, but yes, lamb is ridiculously expensive up here too. I don't like lamb, so I never actually buy it. I used to be a vegetarian, and I think lamb was what put me off meat. But then when I started, when I had my first baby and I started breastfeeding, I was fine when I was pregnant with her, being vegetarian, absolutely fine. But as soon as I started breastfeeding, I just craved bacon and pork pies all the time. So yeah, she stopped me from being vegetarian. I was vegetarian. I wanted to be vegetarian very, very young, but my mum wouldn't let me because I've got a nut allergy. So back then it was all like nut cutlets, and it just wouldn't, I wouldn't have been able to eat very much. Whereas now there's so much choice. So I became vegetarian when I think I was about 12 or 13, all the way up until my first baby at 28. And now, like, some of my friends still, even if they see me eating like a bacon and brie roll, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're eating that. But yep, but I don't like meaty meat. Like, I like it when it's like mince or bacon or like easy meat. I don't like the whole chewiness. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going. My dad loves pork pies. I love pork pies. Do you know what the best pork pies are? The Melton Mowbray pork pies. Oh my gosh, I love them. I think they're maybe like Cornish pasties. They've got that sort of sign of locational, like official origin type thing, and they are the best pork pies ever. So when you go to the shop, look for the ones that say Melton Mowbray on them, or like original place of origin, Melton Mowbray, and then yeah, they're so nice, so nice. But I don't buy them very often because if I buy them, I just eat them, and then they're not very good for your diet because but they are so tasty, so tasty, so tasty. Okay, so I've just done this braid and I've just done one extra stitch, what does it say? Lamb is more of a speciality meat here. And is it a speciality because you don't have many sheep, Tammy? Yes, they are quite fatty. Yeah. Yes. Oh, so while I'm just doing this, I better just introduce myself because I can see there are people watching, and obviously I don't know who's watching unless you, yes, oh, I see. So maybe the same must be for like truffle wool and all sorts of things, like, yeah, so while I'm doing this, I can't see who's on unless you comment. So if you are new here, then my name is Anne and I have got a YouTube channel and I do my daughter's hair, I do my own hair, and I have recently started doing lives because we found that people were really liking being in the community and sharing their work. So I set up this little group, we then started doing lives, and now this is our 4th live. So if you are new here, then please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and then in the description below you'll find a link to the group and you can join the group. And then it's a lovely group, and people all share their tips and their hair, and Carly's in here. She's been sharing loads of different things lately. She's she learned a lovely bun style off of another member of the group. And then I can see Nicola's here, and Nicola was amazing because she was our very first, she did the very first Saturday style this week. Right, so I'm going to do this one more time now. This is my last time. So I'm going to do, I always think braids look quite cool in 3s. So you might have noted, and I think quite a lot of you feel the same, because when I was looking at the recreations of last week's Saturday style, I mean, I did go pretty full hog and I did the whole rainbow. So I ended up with 7 ribbons, but quite a lot of you that recreated it, you went for just 3. I think 3 is a good number, isn't it? It just looks like aesthetically pleasing, it's really nice. So like all the like 2s, 1s, all fine, but I just think 3 is just a really nice number. So, and that's why I've got 3 children. I think 3 is lovely. And they do say 3 is the magic number. So there we go. How many children have you all got? Yes, it's lovely. Oh, 3 is the magic number. I just said that. Who said that first? Is that me or you? Yes, and all the ladies. Yeah, they are. They're all so supportive. Posted my hairstyles this week on the Facebook page. I know it's been so. Oh, Caroline's here. Caroline's in the house. Hello, Caroline. What have you been up to? Maybe you're going to have to make us all a cup of tea now you've been late. What have you been doing? You've missed all the best bits. Only joking. Oh my goodness, this doll's got a bit of a knot in her hair. Right, here we go. So, 3 including the husband. Yes, Aisha. bless them. Although my husband is pretty awesome. He does, do you know what? He does do so much. We are very lucky with our husband. With we don't share him. With my husband, I am very lucky with my husband. Okay, right. Here we go. So, for those of you that have just joined in and have just come along, I have one daughter and who is 6 called Catherine. Ah, one teenage boy and 5 cats. You have 3. Oh, lots of 3s. Oh, great. Yes, so if you have just come in late, like Caroline, I told you, Caroline, I was going to start doing a register and you laughed. Where did I put that comb? All right, okay, so, yeah. So I don't know if you saw, Caroline, on the, I've lost my place now. Yeah, if you saw on Instagram or Facebook, I did a bit of a poll and I was saying, right, you know, like those books that we used to read when we were children, and you could make your own story by, you know, turn to page 6 to carry on in the jungle, or turn to page 12 to have a picnic. So I just thought, let's try it with the Saturday style. So I put out some questions, and the results of the poll were that people wanted to see ponytails, they wanted 2 of them, and they wanted Dutch or French braids. So I've gone with Dutch braids, and I am doing lace Dutch braids, and we are doing them diagonally. We're not going all the way to the back because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. And the first one is shorter than the second. The second is longer by about longer by 1 stitch, just on the one side, just slightly longer. And so this third one is going to be longer again by 1 more stitch. So they're going to like longer at the back by 1 extra stitch. Okay. So anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Please give me a like and drop a comment, because that is the way that YouTube picks up what we're doing and shares this video to other people, so then other people can come and see what we're up to. And it'd be really lovely if the community could get nice and big, because so far it's just been so lovely and friendly and supportive, and I'm just absolutely loving it, and I'm so pleased we've done it. But yes, it's all about the AI. So if you like this, oh, thank you, whoever that was. Hello, Amy W. Yes, if you like this video now, just, you know, just give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. I'd love it. Okay, so I've just made this braid then just 1 stitch longer. And now you can see how they're all sitting on top of each other. So you could make, I keep doing that, keep turning behind me and it's right in front of me. Okay. So I love Choose Your Own Adventures going up. Yes, I did too. Shame I didn't see the poll. Oh, pop it, Nicola. I had it on Instagram and it was also on my Facebook page. So I think if my friend, yeah, let me, hang on. Do you know what? I'm dyslexic and I am so easily distracted that I can't stay on one train of thought. I can do lots of other things really well, but staying on a thread, I end up getting distracted really easily. So let me just finish, what was I saying first? I was talking about the poll. Yeah, so the poll that I did was on Instagram and on Facebook stories. So I think if you're looking at Facebook on your phone, then at the top it will be displayed with like little like icons, and you can just flick through stories. Okay, so this is what I'm doing just to finish these braids. I'm just putting a bobby pin through because these bobby pins just save you so much time. By the time you've put a band in and taken the band out again, you know, it takes up so much time that you just don't need to worry about wasting. So I've now got my 3 little braids all done like so. Okay, so I'm going to put this back up again now so you can see my face. Oh, on your stories, right? Yes, it was on my stories. Okay, so yeah, if you look at my stories, I quite often put lots of bits and pieces on there. I mean, today, has anyone seen my story about my 12-year-old? Has anyone seen that story today? I mean, I was like, wow, how impressive is that? Anyone seen it? So, I was just outside dancing, waiting for my little one to finish her dancing, and my 12-year-old sent me a message. And this message, what did she do? What did she do? Well, this is the thing. I don't know if you've seen my stories before and seen what she's been getting up to. She's become a bit of a fan of Rubik's Cubes. And yeah, she's really been enjoying them, and she's bought herself a like a super duper speedy one. And because it's so speedy, I don't know, it's meant to be some sort of special one for doing special speedy Rubik's cubing with or something. I don't know. Anyway, she can now do it in almost 1 minute. Almost 1 minute. I mean, the very first time she did it, she was solving it in 3 minutes, and that blew my mind. Today, she did it almost in a sub 1 minute. I mean, it was just crazy. I think I'm going to do, the best thing I'm going to do is just leave her here, and then I'm going to turn her around in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from her ears that are here, and I'm going to put my thumbs at the back of her head, and then where they are, I'm going to then do a parting line, and then I can find the centre of her head perfectly. So, I mean, when I said, do you want 1 or 2, and people were like, 2, I was thinking, oh, great, I love pigtails. And I'm so pleased that people love them as much as I do. Because, like, hundreds of people were voting. I was like, yeah, this is great. Ponytails are cool. Right. So there's 1 done. Where the clip go? Oh, I've clipped it up there. Let's get one from here. Also, my friend's daughter got into Rubik's Cubes last year. She has so many of them, so good at them. I tried to learn, but no success. Well, do you know what? It's all about maths. It's a maths thing, and she's quite good at maths. And yeah, so she's all about the maths, and that's how she does it. She does it with the maths. It's all about, what are they called? Algorithms. Just like Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, all about algorithms. Algorithms just dominate the whole world, don't they? It's all about algorithms. And once you learn the algorithms, you can just do it. I mean, she's just said to me, Mummy, do you know what? Soon I'll be able to do it in 15 seconds. I was thinking, how on earth can you do it in 16 seconds? Not 16, 15. Okay, so here we go. Look, I've just parted her hair. Okay? And I showed you how I did the parting the other day, didn't I? On my other Saturday style. So that was that. So I've done that there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them, I'm going to turn her head around so you can see me doing this. Okay. I am going to get all of this hair now into a bunch, okay? So I'm going to comb it around the front. Just move you over there, please, thank you. Oh, I remember somebody was saying something. What was I? How do I go up? Oh, your girl's not so much. Would you know what? You could always do this into a ponytail. Oh, my parents will be celebrating their Ruby wedding anniversary. Oh, congratulations. My parents celebrated theirs last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, my friend keeps telling me I should have my own channel for teaching braids as well. Yeah, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh, Nicola, you didn't see my stories. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, there are competitions for speedy cubers. Okay, but I think their lives get pretty, I think they become a little bit obsessive about it, like all the cubing. So I think it's really time-consuming stuff. You've got to keep your hands moving. Right, so I'm just combing this section upwards because I want to kind of comb it so it goes over the parting line. So I'm just combing it up so then I can kind of pull it back down. Can you see how now it's covering that parting line a lot better? So now when I get the rest of the hair, it's just going to have a better finish. Okay, so what name are you going to call your channel, Carly? I think you should definitely have a channel with your beautiful purple haired doll. Okay. And do you think you'll do some lives? Okay, so I'm just combing her hair, getting it as neat as I can. But it is tricky to like braid, to do her hair. I don't normally do hair so high up. I normally like do it down here. So yeah, so it's tricky to do it when it's high up in the air. So here we go. Here is the first little bunch. Oh, thank you for the likes, guys. I can see 10 people have liked it already, so that's lovely. And thank you for all the comments as well. Oh, here comes the ice cream man. Okay. So, and it's really funny with these dolls, their ears don't stick out like normally. Okay, so there's one little bunch. We'll do something with that in a moment. Okay, now this next bunch. Let's pop those there for a moment. I'm going to go in with a smaller bobble. Where did I put it? There it is. Because I don't want to have a thick bobble with another thick bobble on top. And I'm going to show you why we end up with two in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to comb this round. Here we go. Get that into a bobble. Try and make them equal. I'm going to just turn her around so I can see that she's equal. Because I can't really see if she's equal unless I'm looking at her. Okay. Let's get her over. I did consider using my actual daughter for doing lives, but I thought, oh, I can't make her sit here for however long, so that's why I'm using a doll. Okay, right, but dolls are great for practicing on. There we go. Oh, I keep messing their hair up every time I go to put it in a bobble. This is why you don't see me doing ponytails very often. I'm absolutely useless at them. Right, much better at doing the braids. Also because I'm not high enough. Maybe I need to get myself a little step. I'll get a step so I can do it. Okay, here we go. See, look, literally, every time I go to put it in, the hair drops because I'm like too high up. Oh man. Right, this is the last time I'm doing it. Okay, here we go. Let's keep the hair still. Okay, so this is a smaller hair tie, and the reason is, ooh, these braids here are now going to come all the way into it. So they're going to sort of swoop around. So because they're diagonal, let's put her around like this. Let's put her down a bit. And then let's tilt you. Then you can see, whoops, see that it's, see where they're going. Get this bobble ready. Okay, so I'm going to bring this one over. I'm going to have this one slightly under. And then this one under again like that. Okay, so they're going to just sort of swoop to the side. And that's why I made each one extra stitch longer, just so they would sort of they would twist around nicely rather than going over each other. So that's why I did that extra stitch on each one. And then I'm going to put them over there, like so. And now I'm going to do my big bobble. And I can just quickly slide out these bobby pins. Don't need to worry about taking out any bobbles. Okay, there we go. So, take those out. So I think that's a really cute style. What do you think? So what does it say? I'm not sure. Thought of a name for the channel. I washed my purple head on the other day. She has so much easier style. Oh, is she? She's synthetic. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I love how you guys are helping each other out in the chat, guys. That's so lovely and supportive of you all. Okay, so there she is. I think I'm just going to finish her off with... Oh, now. I did think I picked up matching ones. It's so cute. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? These are hair cuffs. They're really cool. They just sort of like bend out and you bend them back round themselves. So I thought they might be quite cool to finish it off. Look a bit cool, a bit funky. So just put them on there and then twist, you just sort of squeeze them on to the bobble like that. Okay, so there we go. Now, what I want to do, I'm just going to get my curler. I think it'd be so much nicer if we finished her off with some curls. I mean, you can finish it however you want. I mean, how would you finish this style? How would you do it? Let's get this on. This wand is so fab. Right. This, I don't know if you've seen one of these. Have you seen one of these before? So this one, look what it does if I press a button. It's so cool. And you can make it the other way as well. Then you can make it go back to home. You can have it on fast or slow. Right, here we go. So it's getting warm now. So I'm just going to take some small pieces, put it on the ends. Wrap it up and hold it. Wow, I need one of them. Yeah, I think it's called I'm pretty sure it's a beach waver. A beach waver. Wow, it would be so much easier on the wrist. Yeah, I know, it's brilliant. It's so good. And then you can just kind of like undo, like you just press this thumb bit here and then just drop it. I just drop it in my hands a little bit, just to kind of let it finish setting. And then just drop it. I think though, I'm a little bit naughty with this doll and hair's a little bit damp still. But I would never ever do this with my daughter's hair. Okay. Do that one there. I can't get curls stay in either. No. I find it tricky, and I feel that when air drying hairstyles last a lot better in my own hair. Whereas curls, they always drop. But my hairdresser, the beautiful Jenna from Balayage, oh I can't remember the name of it, Balayage UK I think. She is the lady that did my doll's hair and gave it this beautiful colour. She says that if you want curls, you have to have layers. So it's really hard. Or have really bleached, damaged hair, because when it's been bleached, it just holds the curl better. When it's not curled, when it's not bleached or hasn't got any colour on it, then that's when it's just so clean and nice that it just drops out. So my hair always does that. Doesn't stay in very well. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to have a little look in the chat if anyone's got any questions. Let's see what I might have missed. Synthetic, funky, right? It's so cute. Yeah. Straight hair. When I was little, I used to have my hair put in rags. Have any of you ever had your hair in rags? So rags is like a really Victorian type thing to do. You'd rip up a bed sheet or a pillowcase and then go to bed with your hair in these rags and you'd get these ringlets. But the back of my head would never curl because it was always just so dead straight. I can't get curls straight either. I haven't tried that. Yeah, yeah, I think when you see here, if I drop this now, you can kind of go back to it and then you can put a little pin in there and it'll just help to set it rather than it dropping so quickly. So who's excited to try this style then? Oh, your Nana used to do that for you. Yeah. Yeah. It was a thing. You don't see people getting their hair in rags anymore though, do you? It's all like curl formers and like proper things now. So now Nicola was the very first person to recreate this style. She got my very first gold star. And I was so impressed with her because I know lots of you have to go and get your ribbon. This one you don't need any ribbon, just need your daughter. Who thinks they're going to have a go at do this tomorrow? Oh, brilliant! Yay! Oh, I can't wait to see it. Maybe you'll be first again, Nicola. I wonder if you can go for the double. Okay, let's keep doing this. Has anyone spotted that I'm in a different location? Anyone noticed just a little bit different? I can do pin curls with the curling one now. Oh, amazing. So are pin curls like vintage? Is that what pin curls are? I can see that message just came on my phone, Nicola. I'm going to wait for it to come up on the laptop though. Because I can see it's a big one now. I'll start reading it and it'll disappear. There it is. Teats are like, wow, we love your hair, Catherine. Lol. They say I have to do their hair too. Oh, that's so nice your teachers like their hair. Maybe we'll have to do a, like a, do you ever have a summer fair? I've been asked to do plaits, well, to do hairstyles at my children's school summer fair. You could always do that, couldn't you? Make the PTA some money. I've been asked though how much I should charge, and I never know how much to charge. So yeah, I'll be doing that fair and doing little girls' hair. Maybe some mummies. Some mummies sometimes have their hair done as well. Whoops, Lizzie. Get this back on. I think though, curling the hair before school might be a little bit might be a bit too much. You curl the hair with the wand, then you keep the ringlet in place either with a flat to the scalp. Okay, cool. That would be good. I'd like to see that picture. And then do you unpin them or do you leave the pins in? Or is it just to set it? Okay, right. I'm just going to pop this over here now. So I would, do you know what, guys? I need something. I need something and I've not got it here. Never mind, I'm going to use my fingers. You might have seen in the week that I did waves in my daughter's hair and I used a big tooth comb. Okay, I was using it the other day and it's still in the lounge, so I haven't got it in here. Okay, right. So I'm just doing that, just combing them through a little bit, softening them up. I mean, lots of girls' hair does this anyway, just naturally goes into that lovely little ringlety ponytail, doesn't it? Really cute. Okay, so I'm not going to do the other side. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to tip her over. And you can see we've got the 3 braids on the top. And then it's going into the 2 ponytails as requested. Okay, and then so from the front you've got diagonal braids, but then because they then sweep sideways, it just looks really interesting, doesn't it? Just looks really, really cool. So yeah, how would you finish this? What would you do to these ponytails at the end? I'd love to know. Maybe leave me a comment in the description box below, or you can type it now. What would you do? The pins are to set the curls once all the hair is down, wait for 10 minutes or so. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ah, cool, okay. Well, thank you so much everybody for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I found it trickier showing you Dutch braids because they're quite complicated. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Buns! Buns, like, you know, as in a hair bun. I know you love a bun. Maybe we'll do some mum buns another time. But yeah, no, it was ponytails that won today, Aisha. It was not the buns. I loved it. Thanks, ladies. Thank you too, Carly. Thanks so much for joining. I can't wait to see how you recreate this and put it in the group. Reminder, if you are not in that Facebook group, I'll do 2 buns. Oh, yeah, you could do 2 buns here. That'd be lovely. Half up would look good too. Exactly half up would look good. Could definitely be a half up. So I just think the idea of doing diagonal braids and then putting them to the side, but then how could you finish it? Thank you for the live. It was great. Oh, thank you, Kat. Thank you for making it. She said it was your first one. So thank you so much for coming. I'm really pleased you were able to make it. I can't, if you're not already in the Facebook group, then the link is in the description box below, and then you can join that group and I'll let you in, and then you can share your hair with us and we can see how you're getting on. And yeah, it's just a genuinely nice place to be and share ideas, and yeah, it's been really lovely. So until next week, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.